This morning we are sharing on PME outreach and organising. In the past 2 months we've been doing it almost on a weekly basis. We're trying to outreach to as many of our leaders as possible in this short frame of time because there are impending changes to the Industrial Relations Act. In anticipation of that, we are trying to do all this to equip them with the necessary knowledge and capabilities so that they have more time to strategize and really go out and mobilize the ground and so as outreach to professionals, managers and executives.
Over the years, he has done a lot of lobbying for the labour movement. He has been advocating since a number of years ago for advancing the interests of the PMEs out there. And there have been a number of successful cases.
So my children are quite young. They are 4, 7 and 10. My wife looks after them, but like I said, I think one of the biggest sacrifices is time with them. Early in the morning, accompanying them to school, as well as weekends where I have pockets of time, be it doing lunch, breakfast, and occasionally dinners. Really, he knows what as an MP I'm doing, trying to make lives better for our residents and the community. So when there are events like, for example, the Christmas parties or the children's parties, where it's quite suitable and quite good for our family, I'll try to bring them, because they start quite early, 5, 6 o'clock, they'll end by 8 o'clock. So I try to get them involved and they enjoy my grassroots events as much as I do. Today we had our Healthcare Cluster National Day Observance Ceremony. We had 6 healthcare clusters observe National Day through this event. And we are kind of like giving a report card. And I'm glad to share that we have raised the wages of more than 5,000 low-wage healthcare workers by about 15%. And this is not just wage increase alone. It came with a series of other initiatives like raising their productivity, improving career progression options, as well as raising the training and upgrading and skills of our low-wage healthcare staff. When I first started with the Healthcare Services Employees Union as an Industrial Relations Officer, NUH was my branch, and I supported the union leaders in NUH, in fact 8 years ago. We have managed to resolve many matters amicably, and we work in collaboration for many projects, including the progressive wage model rollout. Because I'm legally trained, so many of our health carers here, the union leaders, the staff, sometimes also ask me legal issues that they face.
He's a very approachable guy. No matter how busy he is, we can just approach him and say, "Brother, can I have a word with you, 5-10 minutes?" He will just bring you one side and say, "Okay, tell me, what is it? I'll do what I can do." And I feel very at ease, and I feel that he's always there for me when I need him.
I wanted to visit our residents who are our pioneer generation, to give them this package personally and also to thank them for their contribution. Besides giving out or delivering the Pioneer Generation package, we also do weekly house visits across the various blocks in Nee Soon East. The few things that we do during house visits is, besides sharing on some of the messages, for example, like if there's a particular precinct where there's a dengue problem, we actually give out some dengue prevention tips, guide them and share with them, even give them some form of repellents as well as other equipment like the bamboo pole holder covers to spread the anti-dengue message and the mosquito wipe-out message. These coffee shop visits are very important because this is where we get some of the feedback from our residents. So for example, like this auntie here, she works in this coffee shop here, and I remember a year ago, we came here, she had some issues with, at home regarding her house, her HDB flat. So in fact, after that, I took her case and made several appeals. And after a series of many appeals, we managed to solve her housing-related issue. I've been doing grassroots work for many years. Actually, I started since I was secondary 1 in 1984. And when my wife knew me, I was already been heavily involved in grassroots work, and I always burn some weekdays and weekends. My kids, I'm glad they know that I'm always fighting for a better cause in work for workers and after work for my residents. My wife supports and reinforces that whatever I'm doing, I'm trying my best to help in my work life, workers in general, and in my capacity as a Member of Parliament. This evening, we are having a teh tarik session. A teh tarik session essentially is an informal dialogue or gathering with our residents living in Nee Soon East, my constituency, and to hear their feedback, their suggestions, and also to share with them some of the key points about the National Day rally.
Whenever we all talk to him, he's always smiling, very happy to help you all.
Nee Soon is a very big neighborhood with coming to about 60,000 residents, with coming to about 200 blocks. I think that one of the challenges is trying to outreach to all the residents and to build a kampong spirit. When you wake up each day in the morning, you must like what you're doing. So till today, I'm still happy with what I'm doing.